doing a great job. He's a guy that I heard from a lot of coaches, a lot of players that is coachable, and that's really important. So like, he's doing a great job right now. I watch him every time he's on the field because we went to high school together, so it's just great seeing him succeed.
Travis?
Hey, Fred, just wondering if you have a sense for kind of what it's taken, Brandon, Ellis, and Jesse to develop, three guys that really hadn't played a whole lot together before in the capacity they are now. You get a sense for kind of what it's taken them to develop the chemistry that maybe they're playing with now, and maybe how have you seen that manifest?
It's not easy, like you said before, they haven't had a lot of experience playing, together, but I think they're doing a great job. They're trying to make sure the defensive line is good, the cornerback is good. They're all being great leaders for this defense, so I commend them, and I'm kind of proud of those boys.
Ben?
Hey, Fred. Thanks for your time today. You mentioned Caden specifically, but just kind of the offensive line as a whole. How have you seen them kind of grow and progress as the season's gone on here?
Yeah, I think the offensive line is doing a great job. I love Coach Troutline. I love what he brings to the table. He brings energy, and the boys are really listening to him. So I think the offensive line is doing a great job to get us better every day in practice, and we're trying to get them better every day in practice also.
Tyler?
Fred, one guy who people have noticed is flashing on a weekly basis is Akeem Beeman. Was this expected from what you saw in preseason, and what kind of a defensive tackle are you guys developing in Akeem?
I've seen it since we got on campus. Just has a motor, energy, and he's really strong and he's athletic as hell. So every time he hits the field, I just know what he's going to bring to the table. So I'm really proud of Hakeem. I'm excited for his future because he's a hell of a player.
New bias?
Just for my curiosity here, now that you played a few games with only parents and then last week with no fans, what's been the best part about, we often hear about the negatives, what's been the best part about not having fans in there, if there's been anything positive?
That's kind of a hard question, but I guess really everybody kind of just, being together, I guess in a way, kind of just sticking together through these tough times in the world. I guess it builds us, it builds character, it builds strength. So that's the only thing I can really think about when it comes to that question.
Travis?
I think it was Antonio last week that was saying you guys have kind of talked about having to earn the right to pass rush on third down. Has that been a mantra for you guys all season, or kind of describe that a little bit? How have you guys kind of got after that?
Can you explain yourself in that question, please? I'm sorry about that. I don't know how to answer that.
No, sure. I guess earning the right to pass rush on third down, I guess getting teams in third and long situations, is that kind of what you guys mean by that? What Antonio maybe meant by that last week?
Yeah, that's where we preach our defense preaches. We want to, stop the run on first and second down and third down. Third down, we just want to have fun kind of. So get our DNs loose because we have some of the most athletic DNs, I think, in all of college football. So that is the mantra, that's the message. That's what we go by.
Tyler?
Led right into my question about those athletic defensive ends, because Jason Oweh is a guy you've seen since he got to campus as well. In what ways is he the most different here in 2020 versus even just last year in 2019?
The thing about Jason, he works on his craft and he try to perfect his craft. And that's just in practice with that film, meetings, we're writing notes. So I just think that Jason, just he's a freak. I said it before, he's a freak athlete. He's a hell of a player. So just watching him grow is ridiculous. And I think the sky's the limit for that guy.
Tyler, if you have more questions, go ahead.
Sure. How about you, Fred? You're one of the older guys in this room, and you've been getting your time out there as well. How would you kind of evaluate where you're at in your college career?
I'm having fun. I'm out here with my brothers. It's not all about what I do on the field, this and the third. It's just me having fun with my brothers. When my time comes, it's going to come. So I'm just excited to be out there and playing for Penn State football.
Tyler? I'll keep going. What was it? Was it refreshing to have a winning kind of the practice week that follows a win? after dealing with watching films of losses and kind of all the different stuff that comes with the loss. What did this week feel like?
It felt amazing. I'll tell you that. Like all the fellas, we're just happy to get the first one and get that out the way, So it just feels good. Practice, it feels the same. We're still working hard, still going hard, but it just feels good to know we had a win under the belt and then we got to get ready for the next game, which is Rutgers.
Travis?
Fred, I think it might be fair to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, that linebacker might be a more of a thinking man's position than the common fan maybe gives it credit for. From your perspective up front there, what maybe makes Brandon, Ellis, and Jesse suited to think the way they need to think to be able to react the way they need to react?
All three of those guys are coachable. They listen to what Coach Pry is really coaching and really teaching them day in and day out, and then they're just going out doing whatever they have to do. Like I said before, I'm really proud of them guys. They're doing what they have to do to get the job done, and then they're just working hard. We just want to keep getting better.
Tyler?
Fred, you came in with Sean Clifford. He's had his highs, he's had his lows, but most recently he had a win. A big bounce back performance from him. What do you continue to learn about Sean Clifford over the course of this year and some of the more frustrating moments that he's dealt with and kind of getting back on track?
Sean Clifford is my roommate. That's my brother. I never, criticized him, never put him down. I always was there for him. So he just had the mindset of a leader. He kept coming in every day, wanted to know what he had to do to get better. Talking to the coaches, talking to the players. He talked to us as a team. So we all trust Sean. We all believe in him. I believe in him. I love him like a brother. So.
If I could follow up there, I didn't realize you were roommates. He's a guy who got a lot of love early because it felt like every time he threw the ball, he threw a touchdown early in his career. And then recently, everyone was focused on, fair or not, the quarterback's going to take the heat when the team's not playing well and the turnovers are happening.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I mean, is it something that you can see that weighs on him at all? And I know he's a very prideful guy. Did you notice that? And kind of, was there some clear kind of frustrations or just kind of overall demeanor with Sean the last month or so?
Well, it's hard being a quarterback for a great program like this, so he just had to take it like any other quarterback would have to take it, so he just took the criticism and just got to keep getting better and stuff like that. Like half of the people who are commenting on this never played a down of football in their life, so they really can't talk as much. So all our teammates and all of us, we just started keep Sean, keep Sean in our prayers and let's keep getting him better, this and that, and keep being there for him for all the things that's going on right now.
Travis?
Fred, I know when you guys get together and watch film as maybe a unit, it's a work deal for you guys. But is there something social about that? Maybe is the atmosphere more fun when you guys can kind of get together as buddies and also watch each other kind of make plays and fly around? And was that kind of the scene this week as opposed to other weeks this year?
Yeah, when we walked in on Sunday and watched film as a group, it just felt good just to watch the film and know we got the win from that game. And know the hard work that we put in week in and week out. So it's just a great feeling just watching that film and seeing my guys make plays and seeing other people make plays. It just made everybody happy.
Last question. Tyler, go ahead.
Fred, if I could pick your brain about another young guy in the defensive tackle room, Kazai Izzard. We heard some good things from Coach Scott about him earlier this season. Where is he at in his development? What do you think his future at this level looks like?
He's a young player. He's a young guy. He looks at me as kind of a big brother, I would say. So I'm just doing everything I got to do to make sure to keep getting in his head and make sure to keep telling him that the sky's the limit for him, because it really is. The kid has flashes day in and day out. You just got to keep being consistent. And I think he's a great player. I think he will be a great player for Penn State in the future.
All right, well, thank you, everybody, and thank you, Fred. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks for your time.